Alright, so first I want to start by saying Kala Lal Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash, which is to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, in the name of His Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of James Clement Stone, and to you who come out there pushing the truth in sincerity. Shalom, this is Brother Kanan from James, Jamaica. We heard a quick lesson, and yes, again we're going to talk about this big agenda or this push for this for the world to be vaccinated under the COVID-19 situation or pandemic. You know what I mean? Now, my reason for doing this video is because, well, you know, for most persons they are skeptic, they are unaware, they are not sure what is taking place, and you know, they're just basically going with whatever is thrown out there. You know what I mean? People not really checking things for themselves or thinking rational for themselves. And this is clear in many cases. Persons are not really focusing on what is important and what is needed. Now I know that many so-called Jamaicans that you are Benjamites predominantly, the tribe of Israel, sorry. Yes. Well, not only just you Benjamites in Jamaica, but all around the world, people are skeptic about taking this vaccine, and there are many reasons. Some of the reasons are the rate in which people recover when they do catch it. You know what I mean? And again, you know, you can't say certain things out there because according to their testing, a lot of things are found with this disease or with this virus, this COVID-19. They found it in Popeyes, goat, all kind of animal, all kind of other things they found it in with the same testing protocols. Which you, if you are doing your research, you'd have heard what they've been saying about those tests. Alright? So, I'm not going to get into that, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to track that part of this. But I am going to play a small clip of a video here, and you can see the person's channel. I'm just going to play a part of it. I'm not going to play the entire part of the video again. You know what I mean? She's doing her thing to make her money. I'm not here for that. I'm only here to educate the population, are you Negroes, that is Native Americans, my people, the true Israelites of this movement that is taking place, so they can think for themselves. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not forcing anything on you. You know what I mean? And in no shape, form, am I a doctor or anything like that. I'm just saying, think, use your brain. Alright? So the first thing is the recovery rate. You recover at a much faster speed. Alright? Now, the government is saying, oh, there's that the persons are basically being hospitalized, and because of this there's no beds and there's no oxygen mask, and then when persons are in critical condition needs it and there is no availability for these items to be provided to them, then they are at a risk or something like that, right? So that's what they are saying. No, again, alright, I say think for yourself. You know what I mean? No, look at this real quick, right? This is an artist taking the vaccine, and she's not sure why she's taking it, because based on her response, she's not unclear what will happen to her. What she took it and then asked the question, which to me is very stupid. But let's play it.
And there are several persons lining up to go and take this vaccine. Shensea is one of them. Check out this video. Wait. Yes, again, leader! Are we going to be able to get pregnant? Shensea, make sure.
Right, so they are clapping her. Oh, leader! Oh, these persons are here to help to drive the population. Oh, Shenzhen take it. So look, all of you so-called Shenyang girls and hot girls or whatever you want to call yourself. Yes, it's okay to take it. Your leader took it. But your leader just took something and then asked if she will be able to get pregnant after she take it or she took it. No, I cannot say yes, she'll be able to get pregnant or not. The CDC cannot say yes, she'll be able to get pregnant or not. No one knows. That's the big thing. No one knows the long-term effect of this vaccine. No one knows what will be the outcome, because guess what? This is an experiment being done on people. It has never been used before, and it is only getting used because we are currently under an emergency. So it is being used. The only reason why it is being used is because of an emergency act that they've placed in. Oh, under this emergency, we're going to use it. Which means if there was no emergency, it would not be validated or ready to be used. Think for yourself. Again, she took it. She's the leader. Like our master is clapping, or whatever you want to call him. Is clapping. Yeah, basically pushing. So she's a part of the agenda. She did a song encouraging persons to, to basically do the whole social distancing, whatever. You know what I mean? Face mask, whatever. Yeah, she's a part of the movement. You know what I mean? Which means the money that would have, been given to the government to use for whatever, for purpose of promotion, would have been spent on some of these artists. They're not doing free promotion. So I would say that they are, basically sold out. You know what I mean? So think for yourself. Don't be stupid. Alright? Now, the other fight that these persons are using is now that they're saying that person that received COVID is now 6 or 8 times more likely, males are more likely to be erectile dysfunctional. You know what I mean? Meaning you would not be able to use your dick. I have problem with your dick getting up. No, this is what I am seeing being spread in the media, and I'm not a doctor to say yes or no or whatever, but this is a fight back. Now, did you know that whether the chances that they're saying, I have no concerns or care about that, because I know who I am against, and I know who is against me. Alright? And if you don't know that, do your track record. You know what I mean? So I don't really care what they are saying based on that, because I know for a fact that there are foods, GMO food, that these men, genetic foods that these men are creating, and also according to what I'm hearing, this vaccine also is synthetic or whatever, right? It's synthetic. The GMO foods are being pushed on your shelves, and you're also being encouraged to eat synthetic meat and all these other fake food, which is only destroying you as a person. Now, if these men can pass these food as healthy and good for you, which studies have shown that men, like sweet corn and some other food, GMO food, does cause infertility in some people. You know what I mean? So why would I take advice from these men? And again, Andrew Holness or Christopher Tufton is saying vaccine been out for quite some time, and it has saved thousands of lives. That's what they're saying. You know what I mean? But why would they now basically try to destroy persons? You know what I mean? Don't follow the hype or follow whatever. Let me say this. You know what I mean? Your immune system has been in human for years, thousands of years. Alright? And having a good immune system and a strong immune system, which only comes by feeding your body right, preserve you, because your immune system is a defense against foreign, let's say entities, right? It defends you. Now, if you're going to bypass your immune system, you're going to be weaker and weaker and weaker, and we can clearly see where so-called mankind, humans, all right, you want to call it, are much weaker than what they were before. A 25-year-old today is now sickly like a 50-year-old person back then. And a 50-year-old person back then is sicker than a 75-year-old person way back then. Because you're weakening yourself. That's what these vaccines are doing. They're weakening your immune system. You know what I mean? And if you look up what they're saying about this new so-called vaccine, because it's really not a vaccine based on the definition of a vaccine. Alright? And I know they will maybe try to strike the video for this. So be it. Alright? You have to think for yourself. Not be a blind leader and following the blind. Now let me play this real quick. Alright? Look at this. Look at the crazy amount of persons that were saying, oh, they were not going to take the vaccine. Look at this line.
Expiration day look worse. No, sir. No social distance, sir. What go on, sir? What go on, sir? This not look good. This not look good. Sugar take vaccine. The corridor we are talking about now. This not look good. This not look good. Jaja. Jaja.
So social distance when you're going to the supermarket, when you're going to work and everything, but when you're going to take the vaccine, you can disregard all of that. Turn up in a long line outside and break protocols. And when you're going inside, then they're going to give the social distancing protocols inside, because they're not taking in maybe more than 10 persons at a time, and you have to keep the distance. It's rubbish. It is evident that this is clearly acting. This is clearly acting, because you're doing something outside that is against what you're doing, and when you get inside, you're not following the protocol. That's stupidity. All right. So think again for yourself. All right. Now this is let me just read this real quick. Okay. This is Matthew 15 and verse 13. But he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father had not planted shall be rooted up. So if you're not supposed to get this, or you're not supposed to walk the right path and be smart, being prudent, then hey, it says, you shall be rooted up. And it says what? For verse 14, it says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, like they said about Shensea, she's basically being a leader by stepping for, according to her manager, which is what he's trying to push. You know what I mean? Being a leader, but she's blind. She's going into something that she has no clue what it will happen afterwards. She said it as she got the job. Will she be able to get pregnant? She has no idea. No one knows, because this is a blind, and maybe the only person knows is the person that created the vaccine or create whatever they created. But they're saying that currently, and they did not say it will not, but currently, meaning it is liable to change. They say currently there's no evidence that any vaccine leads to infertility. Currently, so it can change. It's not a case where they say, oh no, it will not. Currently, okay. So again, this is an experiment that is not yet 2 years yet. I don't even think it's really a year yet, but yes, no one really knows the long-term outcome of this. All right. So it says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. All right. So the ditch is coming, and you persons are going to learn. Many a times, our people trust the enemy, and if you don't know the enemy by now, you're in a blind state and you're lost. They trust the enemy, and then you give up. You give up your life. You know what I mean? And that's how it has to go. So again, I just want to say, Kala Lalia Awa Bashem Yao Shai, Bashem Rakakadash, the bonus again to the apostles and elders of Jim Stone, and to who came out there. Shalom.